Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Nick Lasorsa here at Crown Lanes in Denver. We're doing stair-step finals this afternoon for ABT Denver Division's weekly championship, and today our champion will take home $2,745. We did have a tie for third, so we had to break that tie. Steve Dudek of Commerce City lost to David Christensen of Thornton, so David is now our third-seeded player. Who you see up here on the left lane is Mitchell Finn of North Glen. He's our fifth-seeded player. Steve Dudek, by losing that roll-off, becoming the fourth-seeded player, still had the option. He's elected to have Mitchell lead the match. So, guys, go ahead, shake hands, and we'll begin match number one. Mitchell is going to have a 9-pin advantage over Steve. And, again, the winner of this match will take on David Christensen. Second seed, Ryan Van Arsdale of Littleton. And our tournament leader this weekend is Adam Waddy of Centennial. So we are ready to go. This weekend we were on the original Mexico City kegel pattern, which was 45 feet. And next week for our national doubles event at Bolero Wheat Ridge, we're going to use one of the brand new kegel elemental patterns. This one's called Arsenic, which is 41 feet. So none of our membership has ever played on this pattern. Very few people have played on this pattern, being it's so new. So nobody will have an advantage or a preference for what's going to go on next week at Bolero Wheat Ridge. So it should make for an interesting event. Ooh, 9-10. Not a common split. Fifth place today, folks, with 5% of the Megapod is going to be $418. Third place, or that's fifth place. Fourth place today with 5% of the Megapod, $443. Our third place finisher today is going to take home $736. Second place, $1,372, and our champion today at $2,745. Ooh, thought he was going to carry that 10. Those of you that are watching it are close to the Denver area, but have been out of the loop as far as tournament play or bowling centers. Crown Lanes, one of our older proprietor houses, sits right behind Abraham Lincoln High School, just south of Abraham Lincoln High School on Federal Boulevard, just south of Evans. And it's actually only about 5 minutes north of AMF Bellevue. You go from the city of Inglewood across Hamden, and you're in the city of Denver, and Crown Lane sits on the western side. 24-lane center. Been around since the late 60s. Frank and Rose Tavella had this property for a number of years and sold it to Roy and Delia. And then they, in fact, sold it to K.C. Fallsgraf and his family probably about a year ago now. And K.C. and his son, Jake, both ABT members, actually tried to bowl, didn't qualify in their own house, so we have to give them grief about that. But you know how that goes. You run your own bowling center, which means you never get a chance to practice. But they give it a shot.
Is that their official story?
No, that's my official story because I used to know that. Last thing you want to do after you get off of being on your feet for 12 hours is, hey, let's go bowl. No, I don't think so. Will we leave our baby split? Yep, 310. So it looks like both bowlers kind of fishing right now. Mitchell goes spare, split, split, and Steve wins split, spare. So still early yet.
What I like about the independent houses is the kitchens.
Oh, the food here is fabulous. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that. Even our members that came in this week, and we've been here like 2 times already. It is our 3rd time since, in about a 15-year break. The food here is awesome. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat the price. You can't beat the quantity, and the quality of the food is outstanding. You want to get here early enough. Well, you never will because you're a vampire. Eat their breakfast menu is incredible. Their burritos are awesome. I mean, you can't.
I was up.
You ought to stay up one night and actually get here before the sun almost goes down.
Well, I was up at 8 this morning.
Wow, you could have made it.
Yeah.
You could have had breakfast.
Except my wife just got back into town. So
Yeah. So what are you trying to tell me?
I spent the day with her.
That's a bunch of crap. Just when you're getting used to it. What do you want to do that? Fall back into the same routine?
I know. You'd think I'd learn.
Uh-oh. That's a little inside. Will it hold? Oh, yes, sir. Let's kick that 5-pin out. It's typical Dudek style. Steve's got 48 1/3 with a strike. So he's up 8. And he's spotting Mitchell, I believe. What did I say, 9? It's close. Yeah. Very, very close match. Early, though. Mitchell's up frame number 4.
Well, my wife almost came with today.
Oh, yeah.
I promised her Romanos afterwards.
See?
And she seriously considered it, but she instead decided to spend the day with our son. So,
That's understandable. How long was she out?
6 weeks.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And but we're going to go make the trip down to Romano's here on Tuesday.
Oh, there you go. I'll have to call ahead and let them know that they can close early.
Yeah. Give them a heads up. There's a madman on the way.
You see this little geeky looking guy in his little red car. Lock the door, pull the blinds, and don't say a word.
That's right.
Hide for about 15 minutes, and then you'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, so unfortunately, Mitchell just can't get out of his own way right now. And a spare in 3 consecutive opens. The last one missing it was either a 6 or a 9, but leaked it right. Ball never reacted. So he needs to calm down and get things going here. There we go. All right, now we're good. He was just teasing Steve. Oh, no, now that you mention Romanos, there's a slight chance that we might be able to get there tonight. This is slight. And of course, if there's another tie, we're going to go via Westminster because I have to go stop in at Joe's house, kill him, and then go eat. Did you realize that we did top 5, okay?
Now we've already gotten the chief to say that too many ties in a row gives justifiability.
That
to
is
homicide.
it is justifiable homicide. But check this out. So we had top 5 and we had a tie for 3rd. But if we went top 8, we had a tie for 6th, and then we had a tie for 8th. Stebniak would have been laughing so hard he might have had maybe intestinal problems. Yeah, you believe that crap? Ooh, a thin mixer. So he goes strike, spare, strike. Yeah, so if we win top 8, I'd have really been hot. Probably, yeah. Because tied for 6th was Dennis Glessman and Jason Sarno at 92 over. And then tied for 8th was Rob Macko and Jerry Taylor. Unbelievable. And that's probably the only ties left. Oh, we had a tie for 17th. And that was about it. But no. We got to have ties in a row. Yeah. Sit. 3, 6, 9, 10. That's a sturgeon. Again, folks, sturgeon's only made this once in the last 50 years. In fact, I can't even remember. I'm taking his word for it that he made it once. But I don't know if that's possible.
I'm sure he did.
No. You don't see him bowl every week like I do.
Broken clock.
Come on, Mitchell. Ooh! Chops the 3 and the 9 off the 610. That's brutal. Okay, so 71 in the 6th. Wow, he's in trouble. He's got to get it going. And he's down 20. That's not too bad. But he's got to put something together here. He's only had, 2 marks in the first 6 frames. The last shot on this lane was pretty good, so hopefully he can repeat that shot. Sit. Excellent. Okay, he's got that lane figured out. Now he's just got to get the other one going.
Yeah, he likes that one.
Yeah. So.
You can't rule Steve out, though.
Never. Well, anybody that's won, I don't know. I think Steve's won 14 or 15 master titles over the 24 years. Anything's possible. In fact, I remember years ago we were at Broadway and master final. And both bowlers had the top or the front 8 or 9. And the guy leaves a smoked 9-pin. And Steve goes off the sheet, beats him 300 to 280 something scratch. That'll give you brain damage in a heartbeat. It happens. All right, so. Ooh, oh, he's lucky that he's going to leave a 6, 7, 10.
We've had some questions as to what was the cut.
The cut going for the top 5 today was 97. The cut for the qualifying squads last Saturday was like 123, I believe, or 125, somewhere in that neighborhood. And then this morning they were relatively close to that, but nothing crazy like it was the very first time we were here when the cuts were in the high 190s to 200 overs. The shot wasn't terribly difficult, but it wasn't dead easy either. So you had to watch your ball speed, and you had to stay on top of the transition. But this place always had fantastic carry side to side, and the surface being as old as it is, high friction. No matter what you put out there, it's going to bleed and open up, and then scores get pretty high. Although we only had one 300 pot broke, and that was yesterday afternoon by Michael Pollard out of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Shot 312 in handicap, so he won $500. But nobody really got close to the clean pot this weekend, which kind of surprised me. So there we go. All right, 91 in the 7th. So now he's only down like 15, so he's still in this to match.
Excuse me.
You know the old saying, it's so quiet in here you can hear a pin drop? Huh? Yeah, here we go. Set. All right, he's got lane 19 wired up, Scott, so.
Yeah, that's
and that's what he had to do. I mean, that's 9th frame. That's huge to have a strike in the 9th.
Well, 19, he's got spare, strike, strike, strike.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he's finishing on lane 20, but let's see if he can get close enough to catch Steve or have Steve. Well, Steve's going to finish first, so Mitchell will know whether he's got a chance or not.
Steve doesn't seem to mind
if he
20
doesn't
too
double,
much.
If he doesn't double, Steve will shoot 76. And that means that Mitchell won't be out of it. And here we go. So Mitchell cannot be shut out. So if he can go double count in the 10th frame, he can go around Steve Dudek.
We've seen the number 5 seed climb the ladder many times.
Many times. And actually, I honestly believe that more people have come from the bottom to win than the top seeded player bowling the one match. And again, it's tough because your opponents have already warmed up and bowled on that pair that you're coming to. But there we go, good shot. So he ends up shooting 176 scratch, 200 with handicap. 71. He can shoot 204 if he punches. So he's got to have a double here. Double and good count, and he wins. You know, the advantage of the top seed, obviously, like with Adam Waddy, he's guaranteed second place money, which today's $1,372. He hasn't done anything yet.
That's hard to complain about.
No. Great shot. All right, keeps himself alive.
In fact, second place money is worth more than some tournaments' first place.
Oh, yeah. Especially around here.
I was trying to be nice.
I know. Well, actually, and I was talking to Adam before we went on the air. He was supposed to be in Vegas, bowling USBC. And something came up where he couldn't go or whatever, and now he said, okay, I'll go bowl ABT. Well, as fortune would have it,
Makes more.
he's going to make more at home than he would have making a trip. Plus no expenses to boot. Okay, that second one is the one he needed, but it's not enough. So Steve Dudek's going to move on. Mitchell Finn's going to finish fifth. And with 5% of the Megapod, he's going to take home $418. So when we come back, folks, our second match today will be a repeat of our roll-off. Steve Dudek and David Christensen. And we'll step aside right now, and when we come back, you'll see that. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Crown Lanes in Denver, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa with producer Scott Sludger. We're here at Crown Lanes in Denver. This is ABT Denver Division's stair-step final, round two. Our fifth-seeded player, or I'm sorry, our fourth-seeded player, Steve Dudek, taking on our third-seeded player, David Christensen, which was our roll-off in the first game where they finished tied for third. So here we are again. David's elected to lead off, so he's going to shake hands, and we're going to begin our second roll-off. And once again, David will have a 30-pin advantage. And away we go. All right, get 7-pin out of there. Dave Christensen of Thornton. I was talking to one of my classic champions and my master champion, actually, Brendan Guthner, and he's kind of been helping him out last couple of weeks, get some consistency. Got to upgrade his equipment a little bit, but boy, I'll tell you what, he's found a condition that he absolutely loved. He completely destroyed the qualifying field shooting, over 270 over for 4 games. Now, granted, he gets a fair amount of handicap, and he needs it, but he bowled extremely well. He really did. When you can average over 260 with handicap, that's impressive. All right, so David spared. Steve Dudek going to respond. He makes his 3 pins, so both bowlers spare frame number 1. Again, Steve's going to spot David 20 pins.
30.
30 pins, my fault. He's trying to be nice.
54 to 24 on the handicaps.
And maybe. Yep. All right, so Steve spare a strike. Get up. Ooh, oh, he almost carried that. Leaves a 6.
That was waving back and forth, but
Yep.
not going down.
But again, in Dave's defense, all he has to do is close frames. So if he can just go along and just spare, he'll make the boy tough to beat. And that looks pretty good. All right, so 2 spares. 19 in the first, spare in the second. So he's only up 29 now. He lost 1 pin. At this pace, he'll win the game easily. Waiting in the wings, our second seed, who has never made our stair-step finals before, Ryan Van Arsdale of Littleton. There's a good shot. Good ball. All right. And interestingly enough, there was only 2 Masters in the top 5 today. 3 Classic bowlers, 2 Master bowlers. Maybe. Oh. 6, 7, 10. Our Classic bowlers averaging 189 and under on tournament patterns. Our Master players 190 up to 225. Sport adjusted, of course. There's a great shot. There we go. Steve's only done that a couple thousand times.
That's an impressive pickup, though.
Oh, yeah. So he maintains now. He gets a 1-pin advantage. So now he's, again, only down 29 through 3. Ooh, light, but leaves at 5-7. Now he's going to have to convert this spare. And this one's actually easier than the other one he just made. Nope, it's going to hook up. So he's open in the fourth, 67 in the fourth with an open.
Well, he's cut the handicap down in just over half.
He's in trouble. Oh, wow. For a chance here, I thought that thing was going to go right in the ditch, but ball reads and comes up and leaves a 1-2-8. But he's on a strike, so the count really didn't hurt him, but wasn't able to double. And good shot. Okay. Closes 4 frames, 59 in the third, spare in the fourth. So he's up 12 scratch, which means now he's up 42. Steve's got to get it together quickly here. This match is going to be over rather quickly. All right. Doing what he has to do. 5 frames, 5 marks. Who pulled it? Leaves 5. Most of our alcoholic membership is already left, so the hands aren't up.
Yeah.
Which could save Steve hundreds of dollars. No problem. All right. Let's see. Mr. Carruthers is not here. So.
No, I saw him on his way out.
Yeah, no. So we're going to have to do a pick-to-click. And let's see. I am going to go with somebody who's really, it's been a while since he's won a title. He's our tournament leader. And unfortunately, this gentleman lost both his mother and his father in less than a year apart. His dad, Jim Waddy, one of my Super Bowl champions, and his wife, Esther, Adam's mom and dad, both no longer with us. But, so Adam's had a rough year. And it's good to see him get back in get back in. And he bowled very well this weekend, so it's good to see. Hopefully now we can move on and he can do what he's very capable of doing. So I'm gonna take our tournament leader, Adam Waddy, today.
I want to do a variable pick. Whoever wins this game.
Okay, and that's, you can easily say that. That's all right. I'll even give you that advantage. So now what you're doing is you're putting the heat on the pogue. Irish Pogey. Now he can't grab the tournament leader because I scarfed him on that.
Yep.
So basically he's up to either Ryan Van Arsdale or the loser of this match. So obviously that ain't going to work because if he loses the match, then he can't pick him. So let's see what happens.
Oh, Pogey's already made his pick.
And he did who?
Mr. Dudak.
Mr. Dudek. Ooh, okay.
And then he regretted it.
Of course. Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh boy. All right, grind, grind, grind. Do your thing. 113 in the sixth, spare in the seventh. Has yet to open.
So next week's program is going to be interesting for me.
Oh yeah.
Because
Didn't you do our doubles event at, was it Arapahoe?
Yeah, I've done doubles.
Okay.
Next week is doubles?
Yeah, it's at National Doubles.
Am I there?
Duh.
Well, Myron, I never heard from him, so I didn't know.
Well, you know, if Myron wasn't vertical, it'd be hard to hear him too.
Yeah.
No, but he's in Vegas right now. And he should be in town by Wednesday night, Wednesday afternoon or evening, but obviously we'll reconfirm that for you.
Okay, well, this just throws another complication in because Apple has done a recall on my laptop.
Perfect.
It seems that mine is one of them that keeps catching fire. So I have to send my laptop back to California for 3 weeks.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Can't rent a Geek or something?
Oh, no, I've got other machines,
Oh, okay.
but they're not laptops, so I'm going to be back to using towers
Oh, my goodness.
for the next month. But that could be advantageous if since I can get a little. It could open up using toys that can get me further away.
Uh-oh. First open. So we got 141 in the eighth for Dave Christensen. Steve Dudek with a double can actually bite into that 30-pin handicap. This match is not over. That open was critical. But he comes right back. Huge strike in the ninth frame. So now if David maxes out, he can go 201. Steven maxes out, he can go 213. But he's spotting him 30, and that's only a 12-pin difference. So Steven's got a strike right now. And he does. That was a Joe ball in reference to Joe Stepniak hooking the 4-pin forward when it really had no chance of striking. But, of course, Joe is Joe.
Joe's getting a lot of airtime tonight.
Yeah, you know, when you're close to death, that can happen.
Yeah. Not natural death.
Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Here comes Mr. Dudek.
You get
2 bonus shots.
ABT gets this far south. If you do anything that interferes with Romano's, you're taking your life in your hands.
Absolutely. And he seems to do it. Just, you know, it's almost like a Kreskin thing. You know, where the guy can bend spoons and shit.
Right.
You know, he's going, well, how can I really drive Nick crazy? Oh, he's south. Let's see if I can get this show to go to like 9 o'clock where everything else is closed.
Even worse. Go to 8:20. So it teases you. You think you can
Oh, you
get
think
there?
I get there? No.
But you just.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Scott. Oh, look at this. But let's see. 201. No, 199. I take that back. 199 and 24. So 223. And if David could mark in a 10th. That's it. Okay, in fact, he doubled, so He takes match number 2 away from Mr. Dudek once again. So Steve Dudek's going to go home in 4th place. And with 5% of the Megapod, he's going to take home $443. So a good weekend for Steve nonetheless. So the Pogie's horse is toast.
And mine is set.
Yep. Yeah, you have Mr. Christensen whether you like it or not.
Yep.
And I have Mr. Waddy. So anybody out there got our newbie that nobody's really seen, Ryan Van Arsdale. Ryan had a great week also, and there's just things you never know. And all right. So he's going to close out, shoots 188.
Will Reynolds picked himself. He's not even here. But
of course. All right, so nice game. David Christensen defeats Steve Dudek 242-223 in match number 2. When we come back for our semifinal match, David Christensen's going to take on another gentleman making his first appearance in our Stair Step Finals, Ryan Van Arsdale. You'll see that match, folks, when we come back. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Crown Lanes in Denver. We'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorsa here with producer Scott Sledgester. My main man, Matthew Brungart, to my left. And we're here for our semifinal match. This match will feature David Christensen against our second seed that none of you have seen yet. His name's Ryan Van Arsdale out of Littleton. And he bowled very well this weekend, finishing second. Now he's taking on David Christensen, who's won 2 matches plus a roll-off. So he's cooking. So Ryan is elected to lead the match, and they're going to shake hands and best of luck. Ryan's getting 37, David's getting 54, so a 17-pin difference in David's favor, and Ryan will lead the match. 2 of our newer players that have never made the Stair Step Finals before, so this is pretty cool. But the winner of this match is going to have to take on a veteran master champion in Adam Waddy. Adam is a gamer programmer, at least he was. So any of you guys that'd like to go up the hill and if there's a secret about how some of those machines operate, he wrote the program, so for a tidy fee, he might be able to give you a few hints. See if we can get some of the nerves out of here. David, very comfortable so far. Nerves don't show it. Ryan looks like he's got no problem. Oh, it skates by, misses the 6. So that's a tough start. It's not earth-shattering, but you would have liked to get that single pin spare under your belt. Meanwhile, here comes David Christensen. Good line. He pulls it a little bit, but as luck would have it, it carries over and gets a strike. Pogie, if you're still listening, I had a talk with Chris Woolsey. Chris now lives in Broomfield, and he told me that years ago he was at a clinic. Now one of his coaches, who is a PBA champion, and of course, now I've lost the name of the other one. I think it was... no, can't remember. Anyway, he brought the picture in, and of course you were filling him in, not knowing that he was a Denver ABT bowler, which I think is just hysterical. So, Pogue, you need to get a life. Go out, see the sights. Pappas, George Pappas, there we go. So, and of course, Chris at the time was a teenager, and he is a tall lad anyway. And it was funny, he's in the middle of the 2 BBA champions and towering over both of them. He brought that picture in and showed me because he was talking about you. And we had a good laugh out of that. All right, so Ryan, let's see if we can get some frames closed here. Leaves a 6-10. All right, so Ryan gets spare frame number 2. Unfortunately down 28, but it's early. It's only 2 frames. We'll settle down here, get rid of some of the jitters. Whoever does win this match is going to be getting handicapped from our tournament leader, Mr. Waddy. Oh, when he crosses over, he carries. That'll work. You take that and run. So 29 in a second. Ooh, David leaked it a little bit. Will it come back? Nope. All right, but he's fortunate just to leave the 1-2. Don't forget, folks, those of you that are close to the Denver area want to make a quick trip over July 4th weekend, our national doubles event. You must be a current or a former ABT member to participate next weekend at Bolero Wheat Ridge. 4 days of doubles block qualifying with the semifinals on Sunday afternoon. You can cash or make the semis with as many different partners, and then all of you will bowl 2 games, and then we put all your scores together with your other partners that qualified. And then the top 4 doubles teams will do a 2-game roll-off. Ought to be interesting. 10,000 or 5,000 for first, 2,500 for second, 1,250 for third. A lot of fun. And, oh, he did it again. That 6 pin's being a bugger. It don't want to cooperate. So that's David's first open in this match. Gives Brian a little reprieve here. Now, if he can double, right back in this match. Maybe. All right, out of trouble, leaves 6-10. If he converts his spare, he'll be up a few pins scratch, so maybe only be down maybe like 14, so a huge swing here. He can convert to 6-10. That telecast that you guys are going to see next weekend at Bolero Wheat Ridge is probably going to be later on in the evening on Sunday, later on than you're used to seeing us. Realistically, I'm thinking we won't get to that point, Scott, till probably could be as late as 8 o'clock Sunday night.
Wow.
Maybe even later. So you're going to have to bring your My Pillow.
Sure. Sure.
And you're going to have to stop at some place for food because by the time we get out of there,
And then nothing but
nothing will be open.
nothing but McDonald's and Taco Bell.
That's pretty much it. Or a Denny's if it's open, or an IHOP or something. I don't know. Hit it. No, can't carry it.
I can just go home and make a burger.
Yeah, that's true. Make a burger. You want to start a chain.
Make a burger?
Yeah, instead of Whataburger, make a burger.
Come in and grill it yourself.
Or yeah, you just grab a piece of ground beef and you just throw it on the grill.
No,
like smash burger, only with a different.
I'm thinking like a long grill along the window that's like 40 feet long, and just hand people raw meat and they'll just find a spot and go grill it.
There you go. I like that. Hell, as hungry as we're going to be, we might just eat the raw meat and say, to hell with the grilling part of it, but who knows? That's going to be fun. It really will. We got ourselves a close match here, folks. All right, David. 6-9-10. Right now, both bowlers have 66 in the fourth. So scratch match, but again, there's a 17 pin difference
And that's
between Ryan Van Arsdal and David Christensen.
I'm sorry. That was going to be at North Glen.
Still your turn. Bolero Wheat Ridge.
Bolero Wheat Ridge.
We were at North Glen last week. How easily your mind is corrupted.
I knew we were there last week, but, you know.
Yeah,
that seems to be where you like your doubles.
Well, and in fairness to you, that we have had times where we have run back-to-back tournaments, in the same house. That's as far as I'm going to give you credit for.
That was in Bolero, or not Bolero, but we did that at Bellevue a couple years ago.
Yeah, that would make perfect sense, yeah. Ooh. Bucket plus the 7. On a spare, not good. Get back some of that handicap. Yeah, and there are instances, of course, we tend to schedule our tournaments a year in advance, and of course, at any other time, and there are some cases where we do run into conflicts where either ice space on scheduling something or the house had already had prior commitment, be it a city tournament, state tournament, junior scholarship tournament, whatever, where we have to make last-minute changes.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that that was the one time where we were able to go back-to-back at Bellevue during one of those conflicts, and they were more than gracious to take us. Ooh, nice shot. That was one of his better balls. So 86 in the 5th. He's taken 12 pins off of that 17-pin lead, and all of a sudden, we're down to like 3 to 5 pins. It's going to be a close game.
I was also thinking that one of the times we had an event scheduled at Broadway, and scheduled before the close.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And then it got
yeah. Right.
Because it was going to be like 2 weeks after they closed the doors.
Yeah, something like that.
And
well, because we do it ahead, and of course the company doesn't. You don't think about that when you're trying to, close your business out of there and get everything out of there. And of course you're going, oh yeah, you were supposed to be here by the end of May. Well, we're not going to be open.
Yeah, and I remember Brenda calling and catching that and saying, let's just move it over to Bellevue.
Yeah, and that's it was like 5 minutes away, so that worked out really good. All right, 3-6. So 92 in the 6 for David Christensen.
I actually missed that place.
Well, I always liked Broadway. I liked it because of the stadium design where the spectators are up a little higher, kind of like here, where you can see down. You get a good view, good overall view. It's not level. Ooh, and he chops the 3 off the 6. Huge mistake.
That's not his first chop.
No, unfortunately. So now you're looking at 107th when it open. Ryan Van Arsdal, he can really make a huge move here. He's got a double going into the 8th frame. So what a turn of events here. Again, two newbies in their match play finals. Comes right back, though. It's all right. It was high, but it crossed over, and he was good. So 101 in the 7th with a strike in the 8th. And, of course, Ryan here working on a double. That's going to be close. Yes, what a beautiful shot. Huge shot. So now, 118, he's got a possible 148 in the 7th. He is now up 47 scratch. So this match is completely turned around.
Well, so far the trend has been higher seed wins all 3 rounds, or the first 2 rounds.
Or as the late, great Irv Brown used to say, it's chalk. Means wherever you started is where you finished. So
yeah.
Good shot. 2 excellent shots. So he's got a 4-bagger going into the 10th. He can max out a 238 scratch. And the best David Christensen can do is max out at 191. So there's a 47-pin difference there. And with him spotting him 17, Ryan Van Arsdal in pretty good shape. Sit. Beautiful shot. He comes back with a double, so he's not giving up. He's going to force Ryan to show up in the 10th frame. So he's got a double going into the 10th. Ryan's got a 4-bagger going into the 10th. And the bowler that fails to advance here still gets great money. 3rd place today at $736. First ball in the 10th for David. Never give it a chance. Come back. Leaves a 1, 2, 4, 7. So the best he can do now is 167 scratch. at 54 for 221. Ryan in great shape. He can shoot 2-0 scratch, not even have to open. Not even have to mark an attempt. And, oh, he can't do that either. Okay, so unfortunately, David, a couple big breaks, key mistakes, unfortunately. Shoots 207 handicap. Looks like he's going to go home in third place today. But again, for his first time in the top 5, $736. Can't sneeze at that. Okay, a little high, leaves 3,610.
Well, he's already won it, so he's
Oh,
probably
yeah.
just taking this as a practice session.
Well, if you're smart.
I'd change balls.
Absolutely.
Actually, I wouldn't. I only have one ball. But, you know, if you were...
That doesn't mean anything. No, so you change lines. You see if you got some other room somewhere else. Would be it inside or outside. All right, so in a great match, even though both bowlers open up in the 10th frame, Ryan game in the match was easily at hand, winning 240 to 207. So when we come back, our championship match, folks, will feature Ryan Van Arsdal of Littleton. He's going to be taking on Adam Waddy of Centennial. And you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Crown Lanes in Denver. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorsa with producer Scott Sledgester. We're here at Crown Lanes in Denver for our championship stair-step finals match. This match is going to feature our second seed, Ryan Van Arsdal of Littleton, winning a match in impressive fashion, his first appearance in the top 5, and he's taking on one of our seasoned master champions in Adam Waddy of Centennial. Adam going for win number 4, and he is the tournament leader. He is seeded. So he picked to lead off, which means he'll finish last, his advantage. So, gentlemen, go ahead and shake hands, and we'll begin our championship match. Only a 7-pin difference between these two individuals, so this should be fun. $26 semifinalists this weekend. Not bad. Dennis Glessman of Fort Collins just missed getting in the top 5, as well as Don Sarno, who won a couple weeks ago. His twin brother, Jason, just missed by 5 pins. So the scores were really tight going into that third game in our semifinals this afternoon. Oop, a little fast. Gets a break, but leaves a 1-2. Oh, must be the 1-2-8. See a 7 count there. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. 1-2-8. And hold on. He does. Okay. All right, so Adam spares frame number 1. Adam going for title number 4. Ryan obviously going for title number 1. Ooh, hurry. All right, good job. Comes back just enough to leave him an easy spare. Leaves a 1-2. I was worried about him there for a second. And hurry. Yep, okay, no problem. So Ryan also spares frame 1. Keeps that 7-pin handicap advantage in place. Frame number 2, that's going to cross. Leaves the 5. Yeah. Some of the alcoholics have risen from their comatose environment, you being one of them, Sledgersner.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a stoner. You're gonna get my.
Oh, gee, does that make me feel better?
I'm a degenerate, but I'm not that flavor.
There you go. And all right, no problem. So in either way, you're safe.
Yep.
Of course, Brendan Guthner of Evergreen, he's been our resident rookie coach here. He's been walking these guys through the finals and how to mentally get ready for each match. And he pulled that one. But he gets a good result. So spare strike for Adamati. They lead down to 6 pins, and he could take the lead by 4 with a double. And will he get a break? No. He got some carry, but he couldn't. Looks like each pin coming across the deck missed out on the other one. He leaves a 4, 6, 7. So what? He had the opportunity to take a brief lead, but now let's just get 2 for count. We'll give him 48 and a third open if he in fact does that. And it looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. Okay, let's get to 2. It's early. So 48 and a third with an open. So if Ryan should not close this frame, he'll be up about 6 to 8 pins, depending on what he leaves. Otherwise, he will go ahead by maybe 15, 16 pins. So. Key shot early in this championship match. Pretty good. Can he kick the 7 out? No, he can't. That's a pretty good mixer. So he's got 38 in his second. If he spares this, he'll be up 17 with his handicap over Adamati. And that'll be through 3 frames. So plenty of time for both, good and bad. And he sold it short. Oh, he was lucky. I didn't think the ball was going to hold.
That barely did.
Thank God he didn't put anything in the ball. So very fortunate to make that. So again, he's going to be up 7. I take that back, 17. 10 scratch and 7 with the handicap advantage. And drop that a little short. Comes across, leaves the 6, 9, 10. So 55 in the third. He's up 14. Good shot. Good shot. Easy to chop that spare. All right, so he's got 4 marks. Closing frames, 55 in the third, spare in the fourth. So Adam down 14. Set. Nope, a little high. 3, 6, 10. Sit. Takes the 3 off the 3, 6-10. So back-to-back opens for Adam Waddy, 56 in the fourth. Take a deep breath. He's going to be down 26. So he needs to get this mark here in the fifth frame. Maybe get a strike, get a little string going, get some momentum. That's better. Ooh, 4-9. Ow. Much better shot. Get one. Plenty of paper left. Gets one. He has 65 in the fifth, but he can still, max out at 215, which he's capable of doing. So needs to chill out just a little bit. Get one. Regroup. Plenty of paper left. And it's going to be close. Ooh. Okay. Fails to convert either pin, so he's got 64 in the fifth. Now Ryan just grinding along here can just start stacking up the lead. Almost make it to a point where Adam's got to show up and finish strong just to have a chance. Got to put some strikes together.
Ryan's threatening to break our trend.
Yeah, of the chalk situation, yes. Hurry, finish. Light, and and he gets the 8 out. That was a Crown Lanes strike right there.
Each of the 10, one at a time.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Boy, if he can double here, I'll talk about taking the knife out and sticking it right through the chest of Adam Waddy. And it's going to be, no, it's going to go high. Well, lucky just to leave the 3, and he knows it. So with this conversion, 95 in a fifth with a spare in a sixth. He's going to be up 38 pins. But again, it's not the end of the world for Adam. He has the capability of putting a couple together, so he can get that lead back pretty quickly. Or cut into that lead pretty quickly. All right, good spare. So Ryan Van Arsdal just grinded along. 6 frames, 6 closed frames. 5 spares and a strike. Pretty good shape. Adam's got the last 3 open, so he's got to reach back and refocus after one spare strike in the first 2 frames. And now he's pulled it. And very lucky just to leave the 10. The problem sometimes is when you're behind, you know what you got to do, but your mind wants to help. And has a tendency to get up there a little bit jacked up, adrenaline's pumping, and you pull the ball through your body. Does make the spare though, so down 38, but again, 4 frames to go. He can put some together here. He still has a job opportunity to throw 6 in a row. He can still shoot 204. Scratch. Better shot. Much better shot. And come on. All right. He gets a break. He knows he needed to strike, but at least he got the 5 out, so he leaves the 7. Now the best he can do if he spares is 193 scratch. Ryan's chances looking better and better and better. No problem making that. Okay. So Adam comes back with 2 marks through 7 frames. And now let's see. 4 to go for Ryan Van Arsdal. Let's see if he can keep his composure and keep doing what he's been doing. Staying out of trouble and forcing his opponent to come get him. Frame number 7. Will it get there? Yeah, thin mixer. There we go. So that's the second time he's been able to pull that off on lane 20. Now again, a golden opportunity to take a commanding lead by Dublin here on lane 19. Oop, that's pulled badly, but why not? You know what? I think it's his day. I think it's his day. Nothing wrong with that either.
That would be fitting since nobody picked him.
Yeah. And not only that, he bowled well all weekend. So you go, man, this guy didn't do this all weekend. No, he actually threw the ball very well. But, when it's your day, it's your day. Like, see, now Adam does the same thing, but he don't carry. He leaves a 9-pin. So now he's down 182 scratch. So this match is pretty much over.
It's Adam's day, too. I mean, he's going to go home with 1,300.
Sure. Oh, yeah. 1,372. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shake that off.
Yeah, it sounds like his day, too.
Yeah. And that's a good shot. There we go. All right. All right. So, in one respect, it's good to see Adam again. I'm very happy that he bowled so well this weekend, and he absolutely he tore the semis apart. He bowled great. 130 over for 3. He was 2-3 marks ahead of the rest of the field. So he had the best look by far this afternoon. But it's hard to continue that sometimes, and right now he just could not get anything going. 2 splits, only 1 strike. And Ryan, of course, huge double in the 7th and 8th frame, pretty much put this away. And Ryan Van Arsdal is going to win his first ABT title. So now best Adam can do is 171 scratch. And he's already got that. He doesn't even have to mark in the next 2 frames, Scott. So your champion today is going to be Ryan Van Arsdal. Beautiful, beautiful shot. A great look on that right lane. Great look on that right lane. So, like you said, Ryan was the only opponent today to win 2 matches. And it was good enough for a win. Sit. That's all right. It's okay. Great job. Great job. So Adam's going to get up and finish out. This match is definitely over, and your champion today, Ryan Van Arsdal of Littleton. Adam just trying to get out of the way and finish, but yeah, it was still a good day for Adam. And, of course, a great day for Ryan, winning his first title and $2,745. So, great job. Gets a congratulatory shake and hug from Adam. Good job. So, Ryan Van Arsdal shoots 200 scratch with his handicap, 237. And Adam will easily, tough, just a tough grind. Going to shoot 158. And 30 for 188. So when we come back, we'll talk to our new ABT Classic champion, Ryan Van Arsdal. We'll let Adam finish up here. Okay, so Adam's going to go home with $1,372, even though he only shoots 186. But that's the fun about handicap bowling is stair-step finals. You say, where else can you win $1,300 and not even bowl your own weight?
Yeah.
But it happens. All right, folks, so when we come back, we'll sit down and have a chat with Ryan, our new ABT champion. You're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Crown Lanes. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Source. I'm here with new ABT champion Ryan Van Arsdal of Littleton. Ryan, great job. It was a hell of a weekend. I tell you what, we had some bowlers this weekend that are fairly new to the club that just bowled out of their mind. I'm laughing. I'm going, well, they really like this pattern.
Yeah, it was a high cut. It was a high cut for sure.
Yeah, it has it has its little gifts. This bowling center, again, being here for quite a while, but has an older synthetic surface, so a little bit more friction. So no matter what we try to put out, sometimes I laugh. I say that the house shot bleeds through, and all of a sudden here come the scores.
But it's good because it's a competition. You love the competition.
It's everybody. I mean, everybody's doing the same thing.
That's
so,
right.
unfortunately, if it just comes down to a carry contest, sometimes that happens. But you know what? What I was impressed upon you is that you just grinded. You close frames, which is what I try to tell all my players when they do the stair-step finals. Close frames, put the pressure on your opponent, let him think he's got a double or throw a couple in a row to come get you. And, and Adam wasn't able to do that. He's capable of doing that, but, when you just can't, he looks like he never had a comfortable feel in that last match. Obviously you did, and you got a couple breaks.
Yeah, and we bowled in the semis, and he was great. And he helped me, gave me some tips before we came in this last match. He's great.
Yeah, and Adam's been with me since actually Adam started with me when he went to school. He went to CSU, and he was on their bowling team. And as he graduated, he moved right into the tour. So he's been with me for probably 15 years.
Wow.
So he's got, and plus that collegiate experience helps too. Even though obviously he's into being a dad and doing his own thing as far as work and everything. It's nice that he can come out when he can and do well, and he did. He tore the semis up, no doubt about it.
Oh, but speaking of dad, I'm gonna say hi to my kids, Freddie and Calvin. Love you guys. My wife Ariel. Thanks for everything you do.
You guys better be watching. I'm gonna check. All right. So what do you do for a living?
I work for an environmental water testing company.
Okay.
We moved out from Kentucky about 3 years ago, so I'm working remote now.
Okay.
So I'm still doing things for them with the quality department.
Excellent. Kentucky to Colorado.
Yeah. Wife's job brought us out here.
Well, that's a good excuse.
Exactly.
But and I've been in both states, and I'm from the East Coast originally, and I love moving out here because no humidity, no bugs.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you can't beat Kentucky.
I love it. It's
Kentucky,
green.
the Carolinas.
Yeah.
You get up into the mountains. I mean, there's a beauty there that only people that have been there appreciate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's nice you've gotten both sets now. So
I don't think we're going anywhere though. We like it here.
Yeah. And when my wife and I did the same thing when we moved here 30-some years ago, she looked at me and she goes, "We're not moving anymore." I said, "Okay." And we I loved it too. So it was not like she was ripping my arm off my body to force me to stay. But it's the people here are great. The climate's great. You can't beat it. And, of course, bowling here is huge. Even now. Back then, other than the Detroit and the Chicago area, Denver was third ranked as far as sanctioned players. So,
back in Lexington, Kentucky, we have one house left.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and unfortunately there are areas that where, be it due to property values, where rather than remodel, they'll just say, yeah, give me the money for the land and I'm out of here. But we have close to 30 bowling centers in our sanctioning area in Metro Denver. So still more than enough to play, trust me. So it's sweet. So I'm so glad you did good. And I always love to see new champions. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was my first cut too. I was pretty excited about that. If that was all I did, I still would have been
David Christensen was the same way.
Yeah, he bowled lights out. Yeah.
Both of you guys tore it up. And we're laughing, and you guys going, but this guy gets this much handicap, this much. I go, laugh. But I go, when it's your day, it's your day. Yeah. And you take advantage of it. That's the key. So not only do you get a nice check for over $2,400, but $2,700. Yeah. But ABT championship shirt and jacket, so you get bragging rights for a week. And we'll go from there. So, but again, congratulations. So that's going to do it for me and Scott Sledgester, my champ, Ryan Van Arsdal. And when we come back, again, don't forget national doubles at Bolero Wheat Ridge. And then it's on to Arapahoe Bowl. 2 weeks for getting back into our singles event. So summertime is here, but we're having fun. Summer contest is underway. You still got plenty of time to get some points. So on behalf of these two guys to my left and right, enjoy your week. We'll see you July 4th. It'll be fun. Have a great week.
Thanks, Crown Lanes.